Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn Modern Day mod here today on the channel. We're going to be playing as South Korea. The main objective of this series is uniting the peninsula. Alrighty, so we're going to be starting this series off. Let's go. So we're going to have to basically make plans and preparations, put the entire country on the focus of bringing down the North. So I hope you like the sound of it. Now, we'll try and join NATO, or we might even form our own alliance. We'll see how we go. But overall, not spending too much. We've got mandatory military service. We definitely want to try and bring our entire population in. And we could go with neo-imperialism. We'll see. We do have a little bit of a unique tech tree. Okay, so that's not too bad. We've got the reunification of Korea, what we want to do. The default tech tree is actually alright. Nice. So we'll try and focus on that. Whether or not they get backed by China is a completely other thing. So that is always an option. We'll see how we go. So I think strengthening our ties with the US is definitely the play, but it's going to be tough. I wouldn't see why China wouldn't come in, but we're going to try and unify the peninsula and bring down the KDPR if we can. Alright, any other decisions and events here? No. We're going to try and push over the DMZ. We probably could do with some private military companies and invite some foreign volunteers. We'll create the Korean Intelligence Agency. And what are we currently operating with? Okay, so American-style rifles. Interesting. We got the 2015 variant already. Oh, nice. Looking at the equipment we've got access to, we've actually got a lot. I do believe in real life, South Korea produces some of the best tanks currently available. So I feel like our technology is fantastic. I think it's just the volume that we can produce at. We've got javelins, we've got manpads. Navy-wise, it might be a good idea to invest in. Okay, our air force is nowhere near as strong. So let's try and get our industry and production going. Oil is going to be a issue for us getting that in once the front hottens up a bit. But as long as we can maintain our relations with the Americans and their sphere of influence, we might be able to unify the peninsula. And, okay, just looking at the other various warheads and stuff. It might be an idea to do that. Get ICBMs. Because we don't have weapons, but the North does. So we'll try and fix this up, make sure our production is efficient. Okay, so American jets and helicopters we can produce. Yeah, a lot of American equipment. We've got the schematics for those. Divisions-wise, let's have a look at what we're working with. We should have quite a large military, as it's mandatory military conscription. So we've got above 40 or so, just shy of under 500 battalions. And then, of course, we've got American bases and volunteers, but these are absolutely stacked to the gills. Pushing over the DMZ is going to be easier said than done, so we will need to make proper plans and preparations to do so. But our tank and mechanized units are quite strong. And the Navy-wise, we should be able to defeat the North's Navy. I would say on that front, we probably have naval supremacy. Alright, let's set this up then. And draw a line over the DMZ. Now, I actually don't know how fortified this area is. Obviously, it's actually a nightmare to cross. Obviously, historically and geography-wise. So let's get the plans going. We might need to do naval invasions, but we'll see how we go. Alright. I don't think we're going to get navally invaded in the south. I'd be surprised. Air supremacy we're definitely going to have. The thing is, the north are definitely going to maybe have numerical supremacy. Like, they're going to have maybe the numbers. It's going to be interesting to see. Alright, let's get our air force in. Alright, we haven't actually got that much of the navy. We can't even deploy the entirety of our air force, which is a shame. We're only able to get some of it. Once we get more pop in, we change that both men and women can serve. That should change things up. Okay, let's grab the navy as well, and let's rally it up here. Merge it into one strong fleet. And let's unpause. So at the moment... Alright, seems about a 50-50 if we cross. It will take a while to make plans and preparations. At the moment, now that our industry is in full swing, we're going to need some more resources. Let's get rubber from Indonesia. Let's get tungsten from Canada. And let's get some metals from Taipei, I think. And then we might need to get fuel from the US. Japan might have some factories, but we'll see. But here is our sphere of influence. Here is South Korea. Okay. Nice. Trade is now flowing. And they're backing us, which is nice of them. Our manpower shortage is annoying. However, we have got some American defense companies here that brought over 14 Abrams tanks, rocking with M4s as well. Got some Bradleys. So really experienced American divisions here now. We can definitely use them on the front. But we're practicing as we're amassing on the border. Okay, so there's a couple paths we can go down. Just trying to see which one's the best. So there's a fair few ways you can go down declaring war upon the north. So it'll take a little bit of time to get there, but we'll try and do it through the tree. Okay, spy-wise. So, yeah, some of the areas we're going to be able to push through, some not so much. The Democratic Party's now in, still upping our military spending. Our budgetary deficit isn't too insane either. And now we can switch with mandatory service for the entirety of the population. Let's bring the women in. And that should help us with our air force as well. Hemorrhaging a little bit of money, but it's nothing too crazy. Our manpower shot up to 90k. That's what I would sort of look at. You got to be wary of your manpower. We could also actually purchase some more items on the market. Maybe just getting some more N4s in might not be a bad idea. Like, we have the money. What else have we got? You can never have enough small arms. We might even get some from the Chinese, just because they're right there. Be closer transit. And I suppose we can get some American Abrams as well. Why not? They can fill those Blackwater equipment. We can't afford Leopard tanks, unfortunately. Okay, so we can get the entirety of the Air Force in now. Perfect. Yeah. Hopefully 160k is enough. As long as this invasion doesn't go on for too long and turns into a long protracted war, we should be okay. But yeah, population is going to be an issue in this series. That's why we need to get the north under our control. Alright, we got a new Prime Minister now. Oh, and that's changed. That's annoying. Well, maybe we can't go down the path because the parties conflict. No. Okay. I'll see what I can do here. We do have mods that can allow us to war deck them anyway, but if I knew that was going to happen, I might have tried to dissuade that party from winning. Because we could just war deck him. Yeah, let's just do it. It's going to take too long to go down the other path anyway. Alright, war's about to break out. No time like the present. Let's get the Air Force operating over the top. I tried to go down the path, but we'll just straight up war deck him. It doesn't really matter. We just miss some minor bonuses here and there. Okay, we've managed to break over the DMZ. Nice. Let's cancel some of that because we need fuel. But we are winning in some areas. Nice. And they've capitulated. Perfect. Easier than what I expected. And now we have the entirety of the peninsula under our control. Well, now I guess we try and expand our influence into Manchukuo. And try and get more territory north of the border. So now we've got 150k in our manpower, essentially. Alright, well, let's make plans and preparations. Oh, we actually technically border them on a small, narrow corridor. Interesting. At the moment, our logistics are on point. Thanks to us taking the north. And oil is still a massive issue for us. We're getting a lot of it from Australia. We might try and get some more from the US. Yeah, so if we want to try and win a war against them in the north, we're going to need fuel, and we're probably going to need more allies as well. I need to figure out a plan to somehow get the US involved. But Korea is reunified. Yeah. There's some of this focus tree. Yeah, some of this focus tree is griefed. Oh, and actually we've got a bunch of reactors. Oh yeah, because we probably acquired their stockpile. Yeah, you'd think would be, or maybe we don't have them. Oh, that's strange. You'd think we'd have them. Oh well. Well, let's draw up some plans, and if a war breaks out between us and them, we'll see how we go. Because we could, like, take the north, some of the coastal territory, if we're victorious, and then maybe puppet the south. We'll see. We might even try and bring Taiwan into it. At the moment, the plans are a little bit scuffed, but we'll see how we go. The US is given access to their satellite network. So, can we get... We still can't go down this. Alright, let's try and host an election. Seems like most of the tree is on the right, which is annoying. Not the left. So be it. If we have to go down that path. Right, let's do this. So, we're just trying to slowly but surely build up, and we'll see how we go. We're in no rush. Just trying to get as much buffs as we can. Oh, wow. That's kicked off. Let's continue down this. I think the longer it goes, the more we're getting on our side. Oh my god. What a crazy battle royale going on over here. Alright, let's try and assimilate them. And we still need to wait for the next lot of elections. Let's see if we get the RNG. Nice. So they're now back in charge. That's okay, because I want to go down this part of the tree. Nice. A little bit of a pain. Yeah, I don't know why this is all like on the right side, like siding with the US. Annoying, because we want to try and get as best relations with them as possible, if they somehow back us. Craziness going on over here. They're already guaranteeing us, so that's not too much of an issue. That's been complete. Still following to try and get stronger ties with the US. Why is that not happening? Okay, we got to do something else before that. Get closer with Japan. Actually, we might be able to get an alliance with them down this path, potentially. Alright, let's continue with this. Korea getting stronger relations with Japan. Hilarious. And now we can go down this. Mending old wounds, I suppose. The Americans are quite happy. And... yeah. That's interesting. Alright, let's do that. 2018 now. December. Just been chilling here for a couple of years. Just trying to build up our strength and posture to at least have a chance against China. Well, like we can't go anywhere else. Like we're not going to navally invade Japan. We want them on our side, if anything. Attacking the Ruskies from the eastern part is not a good idea. And let's try and go through this. The Swiss Protection League. Okay, strange. Alright, that's been complete now. And, yeah. We've waited, what, 3 years now? I suppose there's no time like the present. Let's see if we can win against them. Ugh. Will we have enough? Only time will tell. Let's get the Air Force airborne. And we can actually create a faction with Japan. I guess we call it the Quad. I don't know. I'd love to get Australia and India involved. But we're slowly but surely gaining some territory. Come on, we just need to get Japan in. Because that'd be massive. We're making decent progress. We're winning. We're taking territory. But unfortunately our civilian industry is getting smashed. Our units are battle hardened and experienced. We've been running drills, but they're going to have air supremacy overall. And probably navy, but we've managed to take a decent amount of territory. Oh no, hang on, they've navally invaded me here. Oh, okay, hang on, we're going to have to send some units back down. That shouldn't have happened. We have at least naval control. Oh no, hang on. Japan, help! Okay, we kind of just need to hold the territory we've taken. The fuel, that's what's happened. Oh, maybe that's because our Navy's not operating efficiently. We need to stop this, or others are going to take Seoul. We need to stop this beachhead. Oh, I wasn't expecting a naval invasion there. Oh no, they're throwing heaps of units in. Japan, help! What are you doing sitting there? Oh no. I can't stop this. I've had to take units from the front, because now the front's like falling a little bit. Oh. We've made a faction with Japan, but they're not really helping. And they're taking the east quite efficiently as well. This is really ballooning. Yeah, the Air Force is too strong. Oh, shit. Alright, we're gonna better surround a bunch there. Oh no, this is terrible. I wasn't expecting a naval invasion on the east, so they've taken Pyongyang. We might actually capitulate here. 50%. Yeah, Japan's in, but they're just not really doing anything. We're still pushing north. You'd think we'd have naval supremacy, our navies combined. Oh no, I might have thrown here. We might have lost this one, boys. It's been a while since I've lost and failed a campaign. Even with a naval invasion like that. Oh no, we lost. Hang on, are we the bad guys? Oh no. We lost. We're just not strong enough. 122. We did take out more of them. And now Japan is at war with China. Oh no. Well, I guess we wait a little bit and see what happens, as Korea is now a government in exile. We've fled to Tokyo, and let's see if the Chinese are successful in launching a invasion of Japan. Ah, it's so annoying. Yeah, they didn't even send like any units to the peninsula. A decent navy. We weren't able to drag in the US as well. And now they can hold the entirety of the peninsula. They're probably just going to straight up annex it as well. They're like, okay. Oh, they're actually landing in Tokyo. Oh no. And Fuji as well. But the Japanese are throwing them back and have destroyed an entire Chinese tank company. Let's see how they do. Alright. There's not really anything we can do because we don't hold any territory. It's weird that the US aren't involved. You'd think if their forces were landing, they'd get on in. We've still got our navy here hanging out in Kyushu. I suppose we try to help Japan, but we have no fuel. You'd think if they took the peninsula and won, they'd probably seize our fleet, if we're being honest. But so far, Japan seems to be incredibly successful in holding and maintaining their sovereign territorial integrity. And they're throwing everything back quite comfortably, which is interesting. They seem to be landing in ports as well. And we're in a massive amount of debt because we have no country to speak of. Oh. Alright, we kind of throw in there. Yeah. This late, starting in 2017. Their navy is just so strong. Well, we'll give it a bit. Yeah, so we can get our aircraft operating. Well, it's still no oil, so I don't know if it does that much. But I guess we might as well deploy it. We'll give it a little bit longer, because I'm curious to see if the Japanese will last or capitulate, or what they're going to try and do. But at the moment, it seems like it's grinding into a stalemate. And they're just smashing units. They've managed to knock out 100k. Our navy's cooked now, though. Like, realistically, a naval invasion of Japan would be absolutely absurd. Oh, we've only got 6 naval ships left. Japan have lost a little bit. Oh, there was a little bit in Hakodate there. They navally invaded in Hokkaido. They haven't been too successful in Honshu. Nothing else is really going on elsewhere. Oh yeah, here they are. In Aomori, they've taken some territory, but they're kind of just throwing manpower and units away as we're in 2020 now. Yeah, they're getting in, but it seems like the Japanese territorial defense is holding out well. Hong Kong's at war, technically. Interesting. But yeah, we'll give it a little bit longer, but been playing for a couple hours here today. I'll try and edit this down into a shorter video. I don't know. It might not become a video because we lost. I don't know. I think you should upload campaigns you lose here and there. You can't always win. You don't always win in Hearts of Iron. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a Chinese invasion that bad. Like, I thought my navy was more than capable enough to defend that. But the thing is, they just like surged everyone in. Oh, Okinawa has actually fallen completely. Oh wow, that's huge. I wonder if they're going to use that as a springboard. But not really too much is happening. Just spectating and watching Japan. Japan is still holding. Look at this. Fighter jets scrambling. They are defending their island. They are fighting to the absolute bitter end for the Emperor. They're actually losing a lot of their islands, like far flung away. Iwo Jima's fallen. Interesting. And I didn't even know this island was here. They're actually losing those smaller ones, but they're repelling everything on Honshu. France left NATO. Weird. Some of the Balkans as well. Even the Czech Republic. Interesting. We'll try give it another year, but I reckon Japan are just going to hold indefinitely. The stalemate continues as we nearly go into 2021. May now. France is at war with Algeria. That's so weird. I guess that's because they left NATO. They went down a different path. But yeah, I think we're going to have to wrap things up here because it's been a couple hours now and just sitting here watching Japan hold. It doesn't seem there's going to be a sort of tide. So although the Chinese won the Korean War, they lost a significant amount of troops in the progress. France left NATO and is now trying to go and reclaim lost imperial territory. But yeah, that's it for today's upload. A failed Korean campaign. I think it's because largely as well, we didn't get the RNG on the parties and presidential stuff either, so it kind of delayed us a bit. But yeah, maybe you just need to wait a little bit longer. Look, we took the north. We actually did all right in Manchukuo. We took a lot more territory than what I anticipated. Like, I really only kind of wanted that. But going to war by ourselves against a full-flung China just wasn't the play. Couldn't get the US involved. Somehow managed to bring in Japan as a faction. But we really need more allies and assistance. Probably just needed to build up more. Maybe 2025, 2030, we might have had a better shot. But hey, it was worth the attempt. And stay tuned for more Hearts of Iron 4 content on the channel. Going to be back playing more Millennium Dawn. And of course, playing on the Road to 56 mod. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoy this type of content, like and subscribe. And if you want to see more from me, check out the videos on screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. My name's been Simsy. Cheers.